No, I'm not.
I'm not going to overrule my team, though.
No, you haven't got the strength of character.
I do.
Who said I was 100%? I'm about 80.
All right.
I'm going to need a pen. This is why I keep saying I need a spreadsheet. But no, they've got to pick something that's either a lie or a true thing that might as well be a lie because it's so unlikely. And it's finding that distinction that apparently is the point of this section of my life.
When my kids were younger, I designed a special system for remembering which Teletubby was which.
David's team.
OK.
Name the Teletubbies.
Name the Teletubbies?
Yeah.
All right. You had, Kian. Oh, no, that's Westlife. Hang on. You had, Poe, Lala, Tinky Winky and Dipsy. And Stuart Sutcliffe, but he left before Ringo.
Right. You know what colours each of them are?
Oh, you bet. You've got Poe, who is red.
Poe is red, OK.
Yes. Dipsy isn't.
Yeah. Dipsy... What?
Neither's Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky.
And I'll say the same about Lala.
Winky.
So this system for your kids was just to find out which one was red?
No, Poe's the red one. The green one is Dipsy. Lala is yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow.
And who have I missed?
Tinky Winky.
Tinky Winky is like purple.
But how do you know? What's the system? How do you know that they're those colours? You said you had a system.
I have got a system. Do you want to know the system?
Yes.
Right. Poe.
Yep.
I remember as being like a post box, so that's red. Lala sounds like yellow. Well, it doesn't, but it sounds more like yellow than Poe, Tinky Winky or Dipsy. Tinky Winky, I sort of have a visual picture of him.
A visual picture?
A visual picture, yeah. Yeah, a visual picture of him with his willy out, which I picture of him as his little Tinky Winky.
Purple.
Purple. Urgent and purple.
Dipsy sounds a bit like the deep sea, which is green. It isn't, it's usually blue, but the deep sea is definitely more green than it is purple, red or yellow.
Thank you.
I'm not sure about this Willy thing, because in the end you were teaching your kids, weren't you? So...
No, I didn't say I was teaching my kids.
No, he's teaching
There's
himself.
one thing my family never do, is we don't teach our kids anything. My father before me, his father before him. We haven't got where we are today by teaching each other things. No, this was to just so help me remember, because I would often say to the kids, pick Poe up, and the kid would go, loser, it's Lala.
The tragedy of this moment is that as a result of this, I will now remember the colours.
Thus proving the system works.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've certainly got a system now.
I've got a system.
I mean, I will remember Poe is red because of a postbox. Yeah. Dipsy is green because it's like deep sea, which isn't green but might be. Tinky Winky's got an urgent purple member. No! Lala is yellow because it sounds more like yellow than the others, even though none of them sound like yellow. I will never be able to forget that.
I'm not saying he's a purple member.
David, is he telling the truth?
What do you think?
You know, the thing that gets me is, like, of course the system is completely and utterly daft, but he's pretty daft. And on top of that, he didn't get any of it wrong any time he said it.
He may just know the colour of the Teletubbies without... Because I think the system, effective though it's proved to be, is just something he's invented. I think we've seen him invent it. Do you think it's true?
No, I don't think it is. I agree with you. I think he knows the colours of the Teletubbies. He probably has watched it with his kids, but I don't think he actually has a system.
You think it's true?
Oh, no, let's not go down this road again.
Yeah. Well, basically, I'm going with you, whatever.
I'm just not
do you
good
know
at
what?
this game.
I think if I go with you and it turns out you're wrong this time, the only time I go with you, then I'm just going to find that funny. I'm just going to find it, you know, like the very end, like it's gone beyond tragedy, and you just laugh at death.
So you're going to say lie?
We're saying
regardless
lie.
of Kian thinking it's... OK,
yep.
you're saying lie. They're saying
like
it's a
the
lie.
confidence.
Lee, was it the truth, or was it a lie?
It was, in fact, true.
OK.
Calm yourself. Calm
I am so merry.
OK, they offered me this in Braille, but as blind people go, I'm pretty rubbish and I can't read any of that nonsense. So, Lee, will you please do me the honours and read what is on that card?
I certainly will. For a whole month, I thought my neighbour was ignoring me, and he thought I was ignoring him, until he found out I was blind, and I found out he was deaf.
David's team. So, he's your next-door neighbour, is that right?
Do you need me to read it again?
He's my neighbour, David.
Right.
There's 3 flats. I live in the middle, and he lives on the bottom.
And who lives upstairs?
A policeman.
And
he can't speak.
So, you thought he was being standoffish?
I thought he was being the rudest person that I've ever met. I was there, for example, on the day that he moved in, and I said hello to him, and he completely ignored me.
Maybe he didn't. Maybe he went...
Well, I don't know what you're doing, and... Gabby, you have perfectly highlighted exactly what probably happened.
So, he's deaf?
Yes.
But he can see?
Yeah, otherwise he'd be in real trouble, really.
Just because, wouldn't he see you saying hello to him?
Over the course of a month, there were separate incidents where we each thought the other was being rude. So, the first time that he was moving in, he was carrying boxes into the house, and I was halfway up the stairs. I shouted hello to him, and he never said anything back to me. And I thought, that's a bit rude,
And
isn't
you
it?
knew he was there just through hearing. You heard the sound and you
Yeah,
knew,
I mean-
that'll be the new bloke arriving.
Contrary to popular belief, deaf people do make a noise. But other occasions, I would be outside, like, doing something with the car. I like packing the car, unpacking the car, maybe doing
Not driving the car.
No, my wife has to do that for entirely legal reasons, Rob. I reckon I could probably do the motorways if they had them things off the bowling alley down the side. A number of times, he'd come back to the flat and he'd, like, waved and smiled at me, and I'd not known he was there and completely blanked him. And then I'd heard him walk past and I'd shouted hello to him, but I was talking to his back then, and he never answered me. And this went on for quite a while, really.
How did it resolve itself? Yeah. Did the policeman intervene and sort it out?
I called the police and he came down. Yeah. And then I had a hunch he must be deaf. I guessed that was the only possible, plausible option.
I'm exactly like that with my audiences when they're not laughing.
I actually bumped into his mum, who was visiting, and I said, like, he's deaf, isn't he? And she said, yeah.
That's a bold opening gambit.
We have each other's mobile numbers now, and so we're able to
Hang on,
send...
let me think about this for a second. How does he answer the phone?
We have text messages, Lee.
Right, you know the next question, don't you?
So... My phone talks, it reads everything out, and if... And just to give you an insight, even the emojis, if you use an emoji, it tells you what the emoji is. And the smiley face, the main smiley face, specifically for blind people, that one is called smiling face with normal eyes. Yeah. I don't know if I'm expected to use the smiling face with sunglasses, but it turns out as well, which took me by surprise, that he's Australian, which you associated with the accent, don't you? But, like, he's just Australian in his head.
This is becoming odd.
I mean, if any of this is offensive, they don't have to put it on the subtitles.
John, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking, I don't know, I don't believe it. I don't believe
he made that up?
What do you think, Gabby?
There's lots about it that I don't think is true.
I believe it. I believe it, but
You believe it, they don't.
No, I'm not.
I'm not going to overrule my team, no.
No,
You haven't got the strength of character.
I do.
I don't feel strong enough about it to overrule.
No, I mean, it is plausible. It is plausible.
OK, we're going to say true.
Right, they're saying it's true. Chris, truth or lie?
It is 100% true.
Last year, I ate my Christmas dinner in the bath.
David, Steve.
But why? Because we had quite a lot of family round, and I just wanted to be on my own because I was in a really bad...
Was it on a plate?
That's a horrible image, isn't it?
It was on a plate.
Hold on. So I'm just going to picture the scene, right? You've got your Christmas dinner on the plate, and you just get up to the table and you say, I'm just going off to the bath for a bit, and the family...
I don't think I announced it.
Oh, you didn't?
I was just so fed up with everyone. I just got up, took my dinner, went upstairs and thought, I'm going to have a bath.
But didn't you find it that you got really hot eating in the bath?
I could eat my Christmas dinner in a fire.
Where did you put the dinner when you were running the bath?
On the toilet.
On the toilet.
Did you allow the bath...
Not with... I mean, with a lid on and a nice little tablecloth. No.
Even so, I think it's a bit...
Do you?
It's just the associations, isn't it, of the two ends of the process.
It's like saying to the food, this is where you're going to end up, mate. We both know it. You know it, I know it.
You're going on an incredible journey.
Yeah.
Did you continue to eat your Christmas dinner while the bath was running, or did you pause in that process to sort of save it until you were nice and comfy in the bath?
I had a couple of sprouts, David.
Right.
Did you have, like, a tray that goes over the side of the bath?
Yeah.
You can put the dinner on, or did you have to balance it on your knees?
I had to balance it.
On your knees?
Not necessarily.
If you're balancing it on a part of you, is there not a risk that it will become submerged at some point, which would ruin the dinner? Essentially, you're turning your Christmas dinner into the Maldives in about 30 years' time, when, you know, the bath water of the world starts to wash the sprouts towards the plug hole.
Well, I don't put enough water in the bath for that. In fact, you know, I don't hardly need to put any water in the bath.
OK. What do you think, David? What do your team think?
I think maybe you had a bath, but you didn't eat your Christmas dinner there.
Yeah, I can believe that Joe has had baths and has eaten Christmas dinners. I don't believe she's ever combined the two processes.
I think she might have done.
Oh, you think she might have done?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I thought we were heading towards consensus there, but in a very Christmassy way, we're very much at loggerheads.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, I think, seeing as I feel a little bit 50-50...
Yeah.
Oh, no, that doesn't help at all, does it?
Well, no, it does. Because if you're 100% it's true and you're only 50% it's...
Who said I was 100%? I'm about 80.
All right. I'm going to need a pen. This is why I keep saying I need a spreadsheet. OK, we're going to say true.
So they're saying true. Joe, eating your Christmas dinner in the bath. Truth or lie?
It's a lie.
I once lost Julian Lloyd-Webber's cello because I was chatting up a parking attendant.
Well, David, Auntie.
A lot of factors there.
A lot of factors.
Why were you in possession of Julian Lloyd-Webber's cello?
Because he had lent it to me.
Why would he lend you his cello?
Well, not exactly lend. I was kind of looking after it.
Where were you, Alex?
I was in Manchester.
Right.
Yeah.
Was he playing? Was he doing a gig or something?
He was doing, he was like with an orchestra, but he had his own solo part, so he played.
I know an orchestra. They have an instrument each, don't they?
Yeah, but David, he had a special part.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
But for which he didn't need his cello. It was he asked you to hold the cello.
This was before.
And go and check on the parking scenario in the middle of the symphony.
This was before the concert.
Okay.
So did you know him?
I hadn't met him before. No.
But what was the great attraction of the parking attendant?
Very handsome, very fit. It was very hot.
How did you tell under a big hat like that and his jacket up
He
there?
didn't have a hat on. They were very modern parking attendants.
Oh, he didn't have a hat
on? I think we need to analyse this story chronologically.
Right. Start again.
Now, which is the day of the concert.
Right.
Yes. Dawn breaks.
Right.
Where are you and where is Julian Lloyd-Webber?
Julian Lloyd-Webber and I are both in Manchester.
When did you meet?
In the car park.
Yeah. Sound like a true Welsh girl.
No, the car park... I'm afraid the car park is not an acceptable answer to the question,
right.
When did you meet?
Right.
Because the car park is a place, not a time.
Let me set the scene.
OK.
So, I'm in the car park with the car park attendant.
Of course you are.
But
yeah.
the car park attendant is just there. He hasn't got a hat on. He's not that official.
He's just generally hanging around the car park, all sexy.
He's just hanging out.
Yeah.
What's he wearing at the time?
Has he got anything on?
Is he naked?
He's got jeans on and a T-shirt.
Jeans and a T-shirt?
And an
This is just
jacket.
some guy.
Some bloke.
He's told you he's a car park attendant because he wants to sound important.
Is that important?
Yeah, it's the sexiest thing you can say. Everyone knows that.
Julian Lloyd-Webber walks in with his cello.
With his cello. Which weighs about 4 ton.
No, they're not that heavy.
Well,
Chris.
no.
They're not that heavy. And for someone like Julian, who's probably got a bit of sinew and bicep because of all his playing, it would be very light.
Yeah.
It's not
That's how
going to
they
feel
pick
heavy.
cellists, isn't it? They pick
Yes.
the ones that can carry it. You can teach anyone to play it, but it's the carrying it that's the trick.
Exactly.
He pitches up. He's on his phone.
Yeah. Oh, while carrying the cello.
Yeah.
What a guy.
Were you trying to get off with the car park man because you wanted to not pay for your own parking?
It's difficult to know if you're a car park attendant whether any relationship you're in is genuine. Is it me or is it just for the free parking?
Exactly.
Did he just hand the cello to you with a nod like that while he was on the understanding that you would know what he meant?
No, he'd put it down on his side and then just went...
What happens then?
Yes, this is crucial.
Then Julian comes off the phone, taps me on the shoulder. Where's my cello? I look round, cello gone.
What?
No!
It was the car parking attendant.
Who took the cello then?
The cello had made its way into the concert hall.
Of course
On its own.
The very best cellos can do that, can't they?
Well, somebody has taken the cello, gone into the concert hall with the cello. Julian and me flummoxed.
Flummoxed? So this is not an attempt to steal the cello. This is a do-gooder seeing an unattended cello and thinking, well, I can't leave that lying around. Someone could steal it. I'd better steal it.
He was a good citizen. He thought, that's worth millions. It's on its own. I'll take it in.
Why were you at this concert? What was your ostensible role?
I was a runner researcher. So I was working on a television programme that they were making.
That's new information.
You didn't say that.
I'm suddenly
Yeah,
coming round to
I know.
Julian's point of view.
I know.
So what do you think, David? What are you going to say?
It's utter nonsense.
You think it's nonsense?
I'm going to say she's lying.
You both think she's lying?
She's lying, yeah.
She's lying.
Well, I certainly... I think it's true.
Do you?
But not enough to overrule. I haven't...
Oh, don't say that, because now you...
Well, no, it's very rarely that I overrule. At the moment, I believe in democracy.
Yeah.
But if it turns out you guys are wrong, I may lose my belief in democracy, and this could become a police state.
So your answer is?
We're going to say it's a lie.
Saying it's a lie. Right. Alex
Actually,
Jones.
no, we're going to say it's true. Sorry, police state time. We're going to say it's true.
I like that. I like that. I find that arousing.
Alex, truth or lie?
Rob, you should have to take the first answer on this programme. It's true!
In our family, whoever was deemed to have done the worst mime in the Christmas game of charades had to stand up and have their finger nibbled by our pet tortoise.
David Steen.
What was the tortoise called?
Aldwinkle.
Why was he called Aldwinkle?
Because that was the name of the place we got him, the village of Aldwinkle.
How did it start?
It must have been my father. It has his stamp upon it. I don't really remember. It was just something we always did, and it seemed perfectly normal to us.
What was it about your father's finger?
It wasn't my father's finger. It just... he rather liked the sort of traditional aspects of Christmas and liked to follow these things.
Well, that's not one of them.
That's an invention.
I mean, there are some off-the-shelf traditions you could have used.
Yeah.
But I think
mince pies, carols, turkey or goose, that kind of thing.
He was sprinkled with a little artificial snow to make him seasonal, but nonetheless, that's what we did. It wasn't a great time of year for Aldwinkle. I think he was probably bewildered by the entire process, but nonetheless, that was what we did.
Of course, as I'd forgotten, but you've reminded me, they hibernate.
Well... That's exactly true, but hibernation can be an interrupted affair.
Ooh.
But
you got your information right here.
No,
all the kids at home. Wake up the tortoise, he's fine. The Reverend Richard Cole says go in. Let's go and dig up Nan.
I will concede Aldwinkle was not at his liveliest. He was a bit more vital, I have to say, vigorous in the summer months.
Well, this is the thing that worries me, because I think waking a tortoise...
I mean, can you wake
Waking any animal from hibernation can cause problems, so let's not do that, kids, whether this is truth or a lie.
OK, but the actual ceremony, so you've played charades...
There would always be somebody who did... Papillon, there would always be somebody who did the taking of... We did the same... You know, it's ritualised, that stuff. And anyway...
Oh, sorry, the same... You did the same films every year?
Yeah.
You're really into ceremonial, aren't you? Yeah. We will now mime the taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
How was it decided who'd lost at charades? How did you do the scoring of charades?
It was usually by the kind of tutting and sighing, the amount of tutting and sighing.
Right.
And also by the length of time it took to guess the 4 films that we did every year.
OK. And what were the other two? Papillon, Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
The Taking of Pelham 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
The Sound of the Music and Towering Inferno.
I've not seen The Sound of the Music. That sounds less positive about the music. The sound of the music is keeping everyone awake.
OK, so, David's team. Kerry, what are you thinking?
I think it's got to be a lie, hasn't it?
Richard has a very honest face, doesn't he?
You see, well, interesting about Richard is that clothing he's wearing...
Yeah.
That only 2 sorts of people wear that. Vicars and confidence tricksters. We don't know which one he is yet.
You think there's a difference?
What are you thinking, Harry?
Satire.
I think because of the hibernation problem, I think it has to be a lie.
What about you, though, David?
What I always think is it could be either.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because, of course, it sounds unlikely, but at the same time, that's exactly the kind of true thing they would pick. Yeah. If he just said, at Christmas, we would have mince pies.
Yes.
Then you go, well, that sounds true. Yes, true. What a merry show that would be. But no, they've got to pick something that's either a lie or a true thing that might as well be a lie because it's so unlikely. And it's finding that distinction that apparently is the point of this section of my life. Lie. We'll say lie.
You're saying lie. Richard, truth or lie?
It's a lie.
Can I just say before you start, this whole thou shalt not lie, let that go for a couple of hours.
One Sunday, I embarrassed myself in front of the entire congregation after too many cups of communion wine.
David's team. So, cups of communion wine. Had you over-catered and you had to finish it up?
Yeah, basically that's what happens. So the rule is that if you bless the wine, it then has to be reverently consumed, is the phrase. So you have to finish it. I guess where it comes from is that, you know, once it's blessed, it sort of changes, if you like. It's not just normal wine anymore.
Well, as usual, the issue of transubstantiation has come up on the show. So, obviously, if it's the blood of Christ, you can't just pour that down the sink. You've got to drink it. Because Christ wants all of his blood finished up.
Yeah. So I had, like lots of vicars, I look after lots of churches, and so I had lots of services that day.
Well, that must be very difficult.
Yeah, well, there's lots of dashing about.
You say it's difficult. It's only one day a week, isn't it? I mean, the hours are good, aren't they?
You can fall out with people, you know.
Not if you're full of forgiveness.
So how many have you got under you?
Well, at that point, I had 3 churches that I looked after, and so I had an 8 o'clock service, a 9:30 service and an 11 o'clock service. I finished the 8 o'clock wine, and then I finished the wine at the 9:30 service, and I'd not had any breakfast that morning.
Oh.
So at 11 o'clock, I'd given all the wine out, like you do.
Given some of the wine out, polish off the rest of it.
I'd misjudged how many people might come up for the wine.
Yeah.
And
well,
so
they're probably scared of the drunken woman, aren't they?
If you're having a bit of blood, would you not line your stomach with a bit of body first?
You think, right? I finished the wine, and I looked down at the cup at the same time, and there's a little floater of bread that someone had spat back into.
Oh, no.
And that sort of made me feel a bit queasy, and so I excused myself at that point, and I went to the church loo.
Oh.
And so I was unwell.
Oh, no.
Yeah. OK.
Into the loo.
But you didn't embarrass yourself. You go off, you come back. Divine.
Oh, yes? Where is the embarrassment?
In the eyes of God.
I got to the loo, and I had my microphone still turned on. And that went out on the church PA system.
The acoustics in some of those medieval buildings, the sound of vomiting would echo down from all the angels, the stained glass. It would be like God himself was vomiting.
I'm wondering if, like, afterwards, did any of your congregation have a nickname for you or make fun of you, like, in subsequent weeks?
They thought I was pregnant.
And did you use that as an excuse to make you look better?
Well, I wouldn't say I used it, but I didn't carry tables for a few days and move chairs.
Sarah, what are you thinking?
My instinct is telling me that it's a lie. Because I think she's more in control than that.
Obviously, I believe the thing that you've got to finish up the blessed wine. You can't just put the cork back in it. It's very difficult.
I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's impossible to know. All right. We're going to go lie.
All right, you're saying lie.
Might be true. We accept that it might be true. So we're going to go lie.
So, Kate, was it true or was it a lie?
It was true.
Well done, Kate. Yes, it's true.
This is my woolly hat. I can't wear it because whenever my ears get warm, I fall asleep.
Right. David's team.
What? How long does it take you to fall asleep when your ears get warm?
Well, I'd say 10 minutes.
The problem you've done there now, Joss, is you've made it possible to demonstrate. You might want to change that to 4.5 days.
OK. Do you want me to put the hat on for 10 minutes?
Yes.
OK.
And have you had many embarrassing situations with this as a
Well, I'm
problem?
currently wearing it on primetime TV.
Yeah. Have you, like, snoozed off?
I have,
at
yeah.
awkward
I've snoozed off probably 3 times.
Will you describe the 3 times in reverse order of hilariousness?
OK, so all 3 times have been on trains. And in reverse order of hilariousness, didn't miss my stop, didn't miss my stop, missed my stop.
You've got the order right there.
Gemma's got one that only covers one ear, so are you sleepy on the left-hand side?
I am, yeah. Don't judge me, I just...
Can I... genuinely, my ears are warming up and I'm feeling... Can I take it off?
You're feeling a bit drowsy?
Presumably. Sometimes you don't want to fall asleep. But wouldn't it also be quite useful if it's true? Because...
I have done that, Rob.
To get off, you stick it on.
I can honestly tell you, Rob, that this has never helped me get off.
I don't think anyone would get off if you wear that.
Oh, so soon in the show, Sophie.
There's 7 billion people on this planet. Some of them are into anything.
Oh, that's reassuring. Thank you very much, David.
Exactly, absolutely. But that's, you know...
There's some weirdo out there that would be into me in a hat.
Do you know what, David? Since you got married, you've been very cocky.
So, why were you wearing it on the train anyway? They're not perfectly run, our railways, but I don't usually find that the temperature is arctic in a railway carriage.
I'll be honest with you, David.
Don't insult me with that phrase, because we know the format is you may not be being honest, and I won't hold that against you. It's a parlour game. You know. Okay. You're not denying an affair. You know.
You're not denying it?
Josh Widdicombe fails to deny affair.
This sounds crass, but I wore it on the train because I didn't want people to recognise me.
So you thought the way of detracting attention is to put on an enormous bobble hat.
What are you thinking, Gemma?
I don't think this is true. I think it's a lie.
Yeah, it's got to be a lie. Who falls asleep by putting a hat on?
Well, I think it might be true.
Oh.
But I'm not going to overrule my team. Because I'm just going to...
You don't have the strength of character for that?
I don't know.
OK, so they're saying it's a lie. Josh Widdicombe, truth or lie?
David, it's true.
Oh! Wow.
When customers complained about my behaviour in a supermarket, I received a particularly harsh punishment.
David C.
Oh. Are we to infer that you were employed by the supermarket?
I was an employee.
And what was it you did then that upset them?
So people would buy like a roast chicken that had been pre-cooked, and then...
It's the only way you can get a roast chicken.
And it'd be in sort of a bag, but when I would bag it, I'd put it in the bag and then I'd kind of give that a flick, a little, like kind of a flourish before I'd put it down.
Yeah.
I was swinging the chickens. Customers were complaining.
Sorry, so you're at the checkout. Where are the roast rotisserie chickens? You don't acquire them at the checkout, presumably.
No, people were buying them and taking them to the checkout.
OK, so they arrive at the checkout.
In Australia, when people shop, they get the stuff and then they take it to the checkout. You scan it and then
I've read about supermarkets, I know all. It's your job on checkout to double bag the chickens.
Yeah.
Is there not a risk that your swinging technique might splatter juices, all over everyone?
No risk, no reward.
No risk, no reward?
You got to risk it to get the biscuit, brother.
Did you say you had a strange punishment?
This is not from the boss, but the supervisor. The circus was in town.
What?
The circus came to town.
The circus came to town. I wasn't expecting that.
To advertise that someone with a monkey came and they were handing out flyers outside of the supermarket.
Hang on. Is this the same story?
Yeah.
There's a monkey now.
I'm serious.
Come on.
OK, Sam, go on.
So everyone else was taking their break. They were going out to look at the monkey and to admire it, and because I'd been up to all this stuff with it, I was not allowed to go on my break to look at the monkey and never got to witness it. I wanted to go out to everyone else, and my friend came back and he goes, you wouldn't have wanted to see it, it was covered in scabs. And the boss and the supervisor, I don't know if I should even mention this, they were having an affair and they were going on cruise ships together.
Can I just tell you now, right? In this show, if you're given 3 different truths or lies, spread them out throughout the show. Rather than think you've got to do them all in one story.
The supervisor doesn't like your chicken swinging.
He says we don't do that kind of thing here.
And you said, swinging? Yes, you do.
Yeah.
it's time to go for your guess, then.
Can we pass just this one? We're leading on Mastermind. You can pass, can't you? You can't. You don't have them sort of going. No, guess. Guess who was the emperor of China in the 4th century?
It's down to you, boss.
Well, that's.
It's down to you.
I'm going true.
You're saying? All right.
Yeah.
They think it's true, Sam. Was it true or was it a lie?
It was true.
11 years ago, I did a very bad thing in the kitchen. The time has finally come to confess all to my wife.
David's talking.
What did you do?
I broke a pot, a cooking pot that you bake chickens in. You roast chickens in.
Okay.
Chicken pot.
What was so special about the chicken pot?
Good question, Greg.
Thank you.
Any ideas?
Was it a wedding present?
It wasn't a wedding present. No, it was terracotta.
Yeah.
And it's got a lid on it.
Heavy.
Yeah, it's pretty deep, man.
Yeah.
No, it genuinely is. It's about that deep, isn't it? And you put the lid on. And the thing about these terracotta pots is you're not supposed to wash them. The pot absorbs the flavour over the years. I had about an hour before she was coming home, and I knew she would not be happy about this, so I raced to the local kitchen shop and fortunately got the exact same pot.
How many years?
About half an hour to age it.
How many years had the previous one been aging?
Oh, 7 years.
So you had to do 7 years' worth of casseroling?
Yeah.
In
half an hour.
In half an hour?
No, I had to make it look like it was weathered.
How did you do that?
First of all, I put a bit of soil on it. Then I put Marmite on, and then baked it very quickly on a high heat, and then scraped the Marmite off. Then I got sandpaper, a bit of sandpaper on it.
All this in the half an hour?
Unbelievable speed.
Before she got home?
When she arrived home, did she suspect anything?
Well, I was with another woman in bed, but apart from that...
How did you break it?
Well, I was fixing something with a screwdriver, and I got in a bad mood and I threw the screwdriver down.
You threw a screwdriver so hard that it shattered an ancient cooking pot.
Didn't shatter it. Cracked. And it's not ancient, but the word pot was correct in that.
Did you say you...
I threw it down, it bounced, and it just chipped it a bit, but it was enough to make my wife... She would have noticed that chip.
So, you said...
Just let me have a drink and have a think about this. I'm not even married.
Why did you feel that a 7-year-old cooking pot had so much sentimental value for your wife that it was worth all this trouble?
Oh, did I not mention her grandmother's ashes inside? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's quite relevant. Sorry, I forgot that. Yeah.
Did you also burn another old lady?
All right, it's time to decide. Victoria?
I have met Lee's wife. She's an extremely sophisticated and nuanced woman with many interests. I don't think she'll be so...
Whoa. What do you mean, many interests? What do you know that I don't?
I
What are you
can't
saying?
believe that a 7-year-old pot would loom so large that you would feel unable to tell
That's because
her.
when you come round to my house and you're with my wife and we're having dinner, she's pleasant and she's nice. She's lovely, she's calm. And the second we wave you off, bye, see, this has been lovely, close that door. She goes, you embarrass me again! With your TV friends! That posh one with the beard kept staring at me! And I didn't like her husband either.
OK, I've got a couple of extra questions.
Oh, Lord.
What, you say it wasn't cracked, it was just chipped?
It was...
Was it usable?
Yes, it was definitely usable.
You would have been able to say, I'm really sorry I've chipped it, but the thing that you so love about it, all this accumulated flavour, is still there. It's not affected by a tiny chip.
There's a tiny bit missing. And actually, apparently, all the flavour comes from the sweet spot. And that's what had gone.
Where was
I remember as it chipped off, I went, smelt the pot, nothing. I took this little piece of it.
Even though the functionality of the pot is unaffected, you thought she'd be so furious at superficial damage to it...
Not superficial.
It is superficial.
No, it isn't superficial. I haven't told you the size of the chip, have I?
No.
Okay. Well, you just simulated it. You went like that.
Yeah, but you don't know how I'm holding it. I'm holding it at the edge of... at the edge of it. It goes round here.
I'm holding it, you see. All right, David, it's time to get a grip and make a decision.
So the flight of the screwdriver...
Can I just the pot was ruined, David. That's all you need to know.
Well, yeah, but when you said...
Let it go, David! Yeah. Do you know what? I wish I'd have taken my chances with my wife at the time. This is unbearable.
Right. It is time to decide.
Second question.
No.
What did you do with the damaged pot?
I hid it to begin with, and then over the next couple of days, when she wasn't looking, I slowly
dragged it towards the door.
I moved it very slowly.
Because she only notices things when they move. She's Tyrannosaurus Rex.
She would be sat there with a glass of water watching the television. I would come down with a step and she'd see the water shimmer like that.
So, David, it's time to decide.
Yeah.
Was Lee telling the truth?
Well, what do you think?
I think it's a lie.
What do you think?
It can't be true.
I think it might be true, but I'm not going to overrule my team. We'll go lie.
Lee, were you telling the truth or were you telling the lie?
I'm sorry, my dear. It's true.
As a child, my Christmas was once cut short when my mum took the decorations down halfway through Christmas Day.
David's team.
Oh, right, this...
Thank you.
Was she always down on Christmas, or was... What happened this year?
Well, this year in particular, just halfway through Christmas Day, she's like, I've had enough. We've done the presents.
Had you done the lunch?
Yeah, we've done lunch. So let's just...
What was the time?
2:30.
OK, so pre-Queen.
Oh, we don't do the Queen in my family.
I'm so sorry, David.
You don't listen to the Queen?
No.
Did it become...
I mean, she's the head of state. 8 minutes a year, you know, and 6.5 if you skip the bit with the trumpets.
Was it a great dramatic gesture, or was it sort of...
It was quite dramatic, because
were the things were on the ceiling?
And it's taking the tree down and putting a plastic tree back into a box.
The stuff on the ceiling, did she have to get a ladder?
We didn't have stuff on the ceiling.
Oh, well, you had no tinsel, like, round the room?
No.
Oh, this was hardly a Christmas, wasn't it? You don't watch the Queen's speech. I expect you were having a pizza. You're having a pizza and she put the fake tree away like an umbrella. Fine, pop that away. This is barely worth hearing about.
Was there a specific incident that set her off?
She was very disappointed with me and my sisters because...
In general.
I think I had got one present and I had not liked it, and so that was a bad point, and my sister Cheryl hadn't got out of bed yet.
Now, tell us about your Christmas Day. I'm imagining there's a lot more structure to it. And respect is a word that's coming to my mind.
Thanks, Rob. Oh, I don't know. I think I have quite a normal Christmas Day.
I imagine Bucks Fizz at 11.
No, we don't book a band.
So, David, what is your team thinking? Could this be true?
Yes,
it's heartbreaking.
Completely rings true, I think. What do you think, Tom?
Well, whatever I think would be wrong, so...
Well, that could be... If that's 100%, that's very useful.
I'd ask her.
What do you think, then?
Well, I'd go with Tom, really.
I've had an insight.
Tom's had an insight,
Yeah, I think she's not telling the truth.
Oh, what... Why do you think that?
I don't know. It just came over me.
Right.
I think she's telling the truth. But it's quite easy to know who to side with here. I literally sit at home all day watching Homes Under the Hammer, and you're next to a Knight of the Realm.
Yeah, but I'd go with him if I were you.
True. True, you're saying it's true. Sarah, a tragic tale.
A tragic
Fact
tale.
or fiction?
This tale was true.
I told you,
I once prevented a burglar from breaking into my house by hiding behind the door and barking like two different dogs at him.
David's team.
First up, please do the two different dogs that you did. And say what the dogs were.
OK, well, I
doubt that Xander, in his state of panic, went, first I'll do a Yorkshire Terrier, then I'll do... No, not an Airedale,
no.
A Retriever.
I can't do a retriever. I can't do a retriever. I've tried. No, what I tried to do... The effect I was going for was of scratching paint and doing... What I wanted to give an illusion of was weight and snuffling. So I went for...
Has anyone got a Scooby snack?
And dog 2, the different dog. Maybe a smaller dog, the mastermind.
One was this. No, the other one... I'm just worried about this, but it was...
What? Did this frighten the burglar? Did he run off?
Did he break into the house, Chris? No.
You're crouching down behind a door.
Yes.
And a burglar is also coming through the door.
Well, what was happening was the burglar was busy... was at the door trying to force his way in by shoulder barging. The door wasn't open, but he was trying to break the jam.
So this was at night?
And is your bed right by your... Is your bed right by your front door?
No, it's not. My bed is in my bedroom.
Classic.
Yeah. I thought because that's the last
so you
place
thought,
they'll look.
hello, somebody's shoulder barging the front door.
I was woken up by thunk, thunk on the door, and I was just thinking, what do I do?
So did you hear he was barging away? Brum, brum,
Yeah.
and you were then suddenly snuffling away at the other side of the door.
Yeah.
And then he what? And then what? He paused, did he?
He paused.
And
then he went away. I think it weirded him out.
Why didn't you do the noise of a scary dog?
It sounded like a hamster.
This is a very big hamster. That would
scary, actually.
Yeah.
That's actually very scary.
But don't you have a burglar alarm, Xander?
I never set a burglar alarm.
Not on national television.
Hang on.
OK, David, what are you going to say? Truth or lie?
What do you think, Chris?
I think it's so daft, and he's so daft. And it's such a ridiculous vision. I think it's almost certainly true.
Mal?
I'm the yin to your yang.
Are you really?
I'm saying it's a lie, a big fat one. I want you to override me again, David.
I
want you to override me.
Sorry, if I do that again, it won't be special. I just don't think a burglar would try and shoulder barge the front door.
Okay.
I think a murderer might try and shoulder barge the front door.
So therefore your answer is?
Lie.
Lie. OK. Xander, was that the truth or was it in fact a lie?
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, it is in fact a lie.
I once licked David Bowie's cake just to be close to him.
David.
Now, I would have thought that was not a good way of being close to him, but that was a way of being forcibly removed from his presence. So how did licking his cake bring you close to him?
Right, so, it was the 1980s. I believe it was the year of the Glass Spider tour.
Yeah.
I was working as a waitress
In a cocktail
bar.
Not a Bowie song.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure. I'm no expert, but that's not one of his.
That much is true.
Right.
Thank you.
So, Mel, if you were working as a waitress...
It wasn't a cocktail bar, it was a cappuccino bar, because it was the 80s. So I was working as a waitress in a cappuccino bar.
Hang on, was cappuccino popular in the 80s? Let's get this...
Yeah, they came in the 80s, didn't they?
They arrived in Port Talbot a week last Thursday.
Anyway, I'm not quite good-looking enough / slim enough to be serving at tables.
Oh,
Okay.
right.
So
Did
this is
they tell you this? Did they say, I'm sorry, love, I'm sorry.
No.
I can't have you serving the customers, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're going to have to hide you round the back making the froth.
No, pretty much. I was a washer-upper in aforementioned cappuccino bar. Now, massive excitement one day. I'm in the back doing the washing up. The word is spreading like wildfire. Bowie's in, Bowie's in, Bowie's in. I saw him in profile, sitting
How did you see him from
at
the
the
kitchen?
cappuccino bar because I could look
Right.
through the door.
You were allowed.
Occasionally.
And all the customers went... she was grabbed back in again, a manic...
Get back in the chocolate sprinkles pit!
So, Bowie had ordered, let's imagine, I think it was something like a sort of a hot chocolate fudge slice, please, or something like that.
Can we get on to the licking?
Let's get on to the licking.
It's like Friday night in my house.
I thought, I'm not going to get to say hello to him because I'm not allowed to go out front and serve the man. So what can I do just to feel that I have entered him in some way? I mean, just...
Yes, that some of your DNA
I'm part
has
of him.
been ingested by the great man.
Well, what sort of lick? With bearing in mind that this is very much a family show, do the lick for us now.
Plate,
Yeah?
slice,
Yeah?
it would have been... I'll just try and get back in the zone. Hang on.
Yeah.
It would have just been a...
Right. So it's just a little lick. That's not what I imagined, actually. I thought you would go up and down it a couple of times.
No.
And it's just a...
Just a little, polite
just
lick.
a touch.
It was full of homage and reverence for the great man. And then, obviously, it went out and I never saw him again.
It wasn't long after that he was hospitalised. All right, David, what are you thinking? Could this be true?
Well, it could be true, but...
you know, she started off as a waitress, then she became, you know...
A washer-upper.
A washer-upper.
Yes.
I think it sounds so absurd, and she's been so random, and I think there's an element of truth to it, personally.
So what are you going to say, David? Is it truth or is it a lie?
Well, one or the other. I think on balance it's a lie.
You're going to say a lie. So, Mel, licking David Bowie's cake, is it true or was it a lie?
It is a great fat true.
I once helped Damon Hill to Grand Prix success by presenting him with a pre-race snack.
David's team.
Well, it certainly tripped off the tongue.
Thank you.
What was the snack?
A Scotch egg.
And is there a definite correlation between him eating that Scotch egg and him being successful?
He felt that the Scotch egg had helped him succeed in the race. He told me so.
Is Damon Hill a close friend, Bob?
No.
Then why were you giving him food stuff?
Well, I'd been invited to the Grand Prix.
Which Grand Prix?
The British.
In which year?
Think.
1996, David, but I'm not willing to exclude 4 years either side of that. Put it this way, it was definitely one of the decades.
And do you like racing, then?
No, I'm not a Formula One fan.
Right.
I probably prefer soil science.
OK. Who was he driving for?
He was driving for a company that had very fast company cars.
So, why were you permitted access to a major racing driver?
Because his manager, Shane Tobacco... I can't remember his name. Shane, or whoever it was also with another bloke, you know, benefiting from hospitality.
What was his name?
Let's say Top Heavy Ken. Right. But I remember we went upstairs on the bus. Damon was there. He had a bed in there.
Like a sort of Winnebago.
Yeah. And it had, you know, mugs with I love cars, I love handbrakes. I love headrests.
And this is the day of the race.
David, this is just like an hour and a half before the race.
An hour and a half before the race. You've turned up an hour and a half early, because even though you're more into soil science, you want to soak up the atmosphere with a good hour and a half of waiting before the televised traffic begins.
Yes.
So you turn up. The last thing Damon needs before a race is any quiet time. He just wants a bit of hubbub on his bus. Were there any other people there apart from you and Shane and Damon?
I was with my wife as well, yeah.
OK.
And...
Top heavy Ken.
So me and the wife went up. I think when you go to someone's home or their Winnebago or whatever, you should... Do you know, like, if you're going to a dinner party at someone's house, you'll always take them a bottle of vinegar, yeah?
So your gift to thank him for the hospitality was a Scotch egg?
No. I call it pocket meat. Whenever I'm away from the house, I have pocket meat.
Yeah.
That's it. I have, like, a chicken leg or pork pie. And I thought, I've got some pocket meat. It was a Scotch egg in its cellophane. And I said, Damon, we all know that if you pop a sausage roll in an American's pocket, it brings him good luck. I said, maybe a Scotch egg would work for a British fella like you. And I gave it to him.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, very much.
What, that if you put meat in an American's pocket...
Processed meat.
Have you ever heard of that?
Not really, no.
No.
It's all been a bit of a lot of talking. I've quite forgotten the original bit of the story. Did he eat said Scotch egg before the race?
I'll never know, Samantha, but after the race, he said that he took the Scotch egg round with him. He swore he did.
In the car?
I don't know whether he put it in the glove box on the passenger seat. Whether he ate it.
But, Bob, you're not claiming that he ate the egg.
All I'll say is that when I was watching, when Damon went past, in his tailwind, a person next to me said, Damon's tailwind smelt really meggy, which of course is meat and egg. Meat and egg.
Okay. So what are we thinking, Sam?
Do you know what? Sometimes stories are so mad that they've got to be true.
What I would say here is be wary when it comes to Bob.
Oh, OK.
Do you remember, David, that I think it was the last time Bob was with us, he told us Chris Rea told him to put an egg into his bath.
I can't even remember. Was that true?
No.
But you believed it was true?
Yes.
Miles, what are you thinking?
Well, I think that you're sort of somewhat cynically using this as an opportunity to tout your kind of charms. And you're hoping to kind of drum up work, and then your agent's going to get lots of phone calls saying, oh, would Bob Mortimer be able to sort of slip Gareth Bale a pasty and stuff like this? I think it's a lie.
You think it's a lie? But you think it's true?
I'm on the fence.
Oh, dear.
This is a horrible situation. I don't know. My instinct is it's a lie.
You're saying lie? OK, yeah. Bob Mortimer. A lucky Scotch egg for Damon Hill at the British Grand Prix. Truth or lie?
I was telling the truth.
He's done it again. It is an impossible situation. One egg thing's true, the other egg thing... How can I have disbelieved the wrong egg thing? So obviously what they'd make up some random thing about an egg and a long-departed 90s celebrity.
Is he dead?
He's not... No, he's not dead. He's just... You never hear from him. What does Damon Hill do now? He's probably into soil science.